My child was fighting for her life. I asked for help. Mom said, "We're too busy planning your sister's vacation." My sister laughed, called me a loser dad. They had no idea karma answered before they ever did. You're not the only one with problems, Ethan. My daughter almost died, Mom. I didn't call for money or pity. I called for help. And I told you we were in the middle of booking Savannah's Bali trip. She huffed, waving a hand like that excused everything. Oh my God, Savannah chimed in, rolling her eyes. You act like you're the first single parent ever. Grow up. Her boyfriend chuckled from the couch. I didn't even know his name. He hadn't spoken a word until now, but that laugh, it split something inside me. You know what she called me, Mom? A loser dad, while I was watching my daughter flatline. That's enough, Ethan, my mother snapped. You always do this, you twist things, turn everything into a guilt trip. I looked around the living room, pristine, coastal decor, seashells on the mantel, candlelight flickering under the framed word, family. It was a set piece. A lie. My name is Ethan, 27 years old. I've always been the quiet one, the soft son, the one who never made waves, who cleaned up after Dad died, who let Mom cry into my shoulder while Savannah stayed out all night. I don't remember the last time someone asked me how I was doing until Mia got sick. And even then, they still didn't come. She was 5. Pneumonia turned septic overnight. Her lungs collapsed. The doctor told me to prepare for the worst. And I was alone. Again. I'd slept 3 nights in that plastic hospital chair, legs numb, phone clutched in my hand like it could summon something other than silence. The family lineup and the pain they caused. Mom, Elaine, 58. Matriarch by title. Guilt trips for sport. Built her entire identity around Savannah's potential. Savannah, 24. My little sister, influencer, says things like manifesting vibes while people like me are manifesting insulin bills. Derek, Savannah's boyfriend, 28. Smirks like a guy who's never paid a utility bill in his life. They love brunch, yoga retreats, and pretending I don't exist unless they need a truck or a babysitter. You think you've sacrificed more than the rest of us? Savannah scoffed. I tilted my head. You drained Mia's college fund for your business class in Paris. I never even got an apology. Mom said it was a loan. You mean the one I never agreed to? The one you forged my signature for? The room stiffened. You weren't even using that account, Mom muttered, not meeting my eyes. You were working construction. What did you need it for? My daughter. I could feel the blood rush to my ears, but I didn't yell, not this time. I wanted them to hear everything. Clearly. Mia asked me why her iPad was sold, why Santa didn't come this year. You think that's dramatic? No one answered. You should have asked, Savannah muttered, quieter now. I would have helped. I did ask, I said, pulling out my phone. 37 texts, 14 missed calls. You left me on read while you posted poolside stories. We didn't know how bad it was. You knew. I turned to Mom. You knew because I sent you the medical bills, and you said you couldn't emotionally afford the stress. She said nothing, because it was true. 2 years ago, Mia had RSV. We couldn't afford the ER visit. I pawned my dad's wedding ring for the down payment. Mom found out and screamed at me for dishonoring his memory. She didn't know I kept the pawn slip in my wallet every day since... What she also didn't know. That time Savannah crashed her car, I paid off the insurance hike behind the scenes, quietly, without thanks, because family helps family, right? Until it was my turn, and suddenly, I was a burden. I reached into my coat pocket and pulled out a small USB. What is that? Mom asked. Proof, I said calmly. Every ignored message, every transaction, audio of Savannah admitting the forgery, all of it, labeled, dated, copied. Savannah stood up fast. Are you kidding me? You recorded me? That's illegal. Actually, not in our state. I looked at her, dead in the eyes. And it's already been sent to Dad's old attorney. Silence. Then chaos. Savannah screamed. Mom demanded I delete it. Derek swore under his breath and left. And me? I just sat there, still, finally seen. You ungrateful little bastard, Mom hissed. After all I've done for you? I stood up slowly, calm. What you've done? You mean ignoring me? Undermining me? Calling me dramatic while my daughter was dying? Her lips quivered, but I wasn't done. You all finally hear me now? I asked. Or do you need another file? Savannah stormed out. Mom collapsed onto the couch, dazed. Derek didn't come back. I didn't need them to. A week passed. Mia was home now, recovering. I was packing boxes in our small apartment when my phone buzzed. Text from Mom. I didn't know how bad it was. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I stared at it, not ready to reply, but something had shifted. Not in them, in me. I wasn't waiting for validation anymore. I dropped the last box into the truck. Mia's voice rang from the back seat. Soft, happy, safe. She was all that mattered now. I glanced at my phone one last time before turning it off. No more waiting. No more chasing people who only showed up when the camera was on. We were moving 2 towns over. New job, quiet street, fresh start, forgiveness, maybe someday, but healing, it had already begun. And this time, I wasn't doing it for them. I was doing it for us.